Hello stock stalkers, welcome back. Let's start preparing for tomorrow's market. I'm on the weekly chart of DFM market index, that is Dubai Financial Market. On the bigger time frame, definitely we are seeing a positive price action, although last week we saw panic selling in the market, and then we are seeing market is sustaining above important zones of support. So which are the important zones? We have already identified it on our chart. First one is right here at 5279 points, and then we have 5226 points. So the psychology says after aggressive drop to the downside, this is a massive red candle. We want to see a follow through, which we saw, and now we are seeing a recovery. This is a proper dodgy candle. This is indecisive candle, meaning both buyers and sellers are struggling for a trend. The only good part is after this red candle, we are seeing a pause candle. This can be taken in both positive and negative scenario. Why is it? After a strong drop to the downside, market usually takes a pause. If at all this is to be taken as positive, then I want to see a follow through and sustain. Otherwise, if at all it's negative, then this can be a short recovery. We can see aggressive push to the downside as well. So it's very tricky situation as of now. We will get our first indication when we see market going above the high of this dodgy candle, that is 5446 points. So mark this zone on your chart. If at all we see a candle closing like this, then this would be a perfect signal that market is gearing up for new leg to the upside. In that scenario, we have also identified our resistance zones if at all market wants to go higher. First one is obviously the high of this candle. Once this is taken out, we have 5478 points. This is the next resistance, and then we have obviously 5565. Previously market tried to cross and close above this zone. It was unsuccessful. From here we saw aggressive drop to the downside. So these are the two zones that we will watch very closely. If at all market crosses the zones, whether in positive or negative way, we will plan our actions accordingly. If at all market breaks the low of this candle right here, that is at 5232 points, then be ready, we can go down further. In that scenario as well, we have already identified our important area of demand or support between 5064 and 5115. I hope we don't go down any lower from here. Since this zone is helping the market, this should hold up. From here, I want to see a follow through, a proper decisive green candle to confirm that we are going up, that too on a weekly chart. Let's go down to daily and see how the market is looking. So on the daily, we can see a nice bounce from our support area. This is the zone that I am watching very closely. Hit the like button if you are also watching this area along with me. Last trading session, that was in Friday session, most of the stocks performed well. We saw a bounce. I hope it's not a bounce only. We want to see a follow through to the upside and sustain so that we can expect more upside momentum during the week itself, provided there is no negative development or there is no negative news, because as of now market is driven by the news. Any negative or positive news are affected directly. Financial instruments are responding very aggressively. So hopefully this bullish candle that we are seeing will survive. We don't want to see it breaking the low of this candle. I want to see a follow through on the daily chart as well. Overall, talking about the trend of DFM market index, we can clearly see a nice bullish upside momentum right from the bottom, that is 4680 points. We are seeing nice strong upside momentum. On the way we are seeing minor pauses. This is the proper correction or retracement of this leg to the upside. So if at all the correction is completed, then market will make aggressive move to show the strength, to show bullishness. Stocks will start rallying. So I hope you are picking up the stocks carefully. Now there is a third scenario. If at all market continues into this zone between 5279 and 5393 points, if at all it continues sideways, then again we will have to wait for a proper breakout to get a direction. If it breaks the low, then definitely we are going more downside. Then definitely expect market to bleed more. It may even break out the low that it made last week at 5185 points. In this scenario, obviously market will turn negative or bearish. It will come down into bearish territory, which we all don't want to see. On the positive side, if at all after ranging for about 2-3 days or even 4 days, if we see a breakout to the upside breaking 5393, this would be a confirmation that we are ready to go higher. So overall, DFM market index is still in an uptrend. We are going through a small correction phase. I want to see a quick recovery. On the other hand, ADX market index has also shown some strength. This is the weekly chart. We can see strong support area is right here at 9,400 points and 9,352. In Friday's session, we saw some recovery. Weekly candle is red in color, but still it's showing some strength that buyers are active. They are protecting this zone to show us more signs of bullishness, or if at all there are strong buyers in the market. I want to see market closing above this zone, that is 9,653 points. That would be also halfway of this red candle to the downside. So if at all it pierces into this red candle at least till 9,650, then I would be anticipating market to climb up and break out the resistance of 9,815, where we previously saw it tried to go up, got rejected, and this is the place where we saw aggressive downside momentum. However, no doubt we are seeing a recovery is in play. Hopefully it should continue. Let's have a quick recap. Right here we can see this is strong support for the market, that is 8,774 points. From here almost all green candles. This is the proper correction or correction phase, I must say, of this leg to the upside. So if at all this is a minor correction, we want to see a new high breaking out this resistance 9,815. We all are watching this zone very carefully. If this happens, then be ready for more higher targets in the market. There are chances market may even break out 10,000 points. Overall, on the weekly chart, it is still trending up. We are seeing correction going on. Let's go down to daily, and here we can see a good bounce from our support zone previously. Check this out. This is a very important area of market, that is between 9,352 and 9,404 points. Why is it? Previously right here there was a news. From here we saw aggressive downside momentum and a V-shaped recovery was seen. This is strong resistance area. We can see congestion into this zone. Also previously this was the zone where market struggled a lot for a breakout. Then finally when market came into this zone again, we are seeing a bounce. This is just a bounce, nothing bullish about it. Still the price action is negative. That's the reason I mentioned I want to see a candle close above 9,653 so that we can confirm buyers are now in control and sellers are losing the steam. Once this happens, then be ready. 9,815 will come very soon, and most likely I'm expecting 10,000 points in ADX market. Overall, ADX market index is still positive. It's just that we are going through a correction phase and hopefully it will not be a deeper one. This is the daily chart of Prete. I'm sure many of you must be waiting for update on this stock. Hit the like button guys if the video is helpful and if you are liking my updates. On the daily chart we can clearly see a sign of rejection. If at all you have missed my earlier video where I had explained this trend and about this stock, then do watch this video. It will help you to understand why I had recommended Prete and why I have been aggressively updating about this stock. So if this was round one, if this move to the upside correction and this leg to the upside that we are seeing is round one, then be prepared for round two that will be more aggressive than this one. Yes, we can see price going above 3.20 very soon after a small correction. I'm anticipating a correction to the downside and then aggressive move which will break out 3.00. In Friday's session we saw it was trying for a breakout. It could not sustain. This is a green closing, but candle in itself is negative, clearly indicating selling pressure is right here. This is resistance area, and I had also mentioned 3.00 is psychological and technical resistance for Prete. Obviously we saw good rejection, giving us a good hint that now Prete has lost the steam. We are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles. Now it is time to relax a bit. Clearly we can see buyers are losing the steam. They are getting exhausted. They did not have good strength to close the candle right around 3.00 or even at the top. Instead, sellers gained the control and they closed below the resistance or exactly at the resistance, that is 2.90. I hope you have marked the zones on the chart as well. If not, then please do, it will help you. Scenario here is very simple. I'm expecting a correction. First support at 2.72. If this fails, we have 2.63. This zone is very important. I will watch out this area, how Prete reacts into this zone. If at all Prete sustains around here, then this will be the beginning of round 2 that will be very aggressive. So this is my first bias on Prete, that I'm expecting a correction. We never know, anything can happen. There are chances we may not see correction. If at all bulls are aggressive, it can continue going up. So in this scenario, how will we know that it wants to go higher from here? Well, yes, we will have to wait. If at all it break past this candle, that is the high around 3.02, then be ready. It can even continue going up till about 3.17 to 3.24. That is the next resistance that I have identified. Let me also give you a third scenario or third opinion. If at all buyers are very aggressive, since we are seeing nice push to the upside, a small correction and then a fresh rally, there are chances sellers may not be very aggressive. Buyers will try to buy it, because those who missed this strong momentum, any dip or any correction, we will see fresh investors and fresh traders who will try to buy the dips. So there are chances that it may go sideways, establish a base here without going deeper, and then a breakout. So in all three scenarios, we should be ready for round 2. We should not miss this opportunity. I think Prete will be one of the stock that will be performing very well in coming days to come, provided the correction is done. Overall, it's a bullish stock. We can see a nice upside momentum. It's clearly making higher highs and higher lows. We also witnessed a minor correction, I must say, not a deeper correction. This was the place where it rebounded from, that is around 2.15, and we are seeing nice aggressive buying pressure. So that's the reason I'm giving a benefit of doubt. Maybe we might not see a deeper correction. A sideways correction is also possible. In this scenario, we will see correction by time. Let me explain this as well. If at all price comes down aggressively, then this price action or this momentum will be called as Prete is correcting the move by price. If at all it moves sideways, it means it's just spending time here. It's correcting by time. So there are two types of correction. Hopefully you understood. This is the first one. This is the second one. In both this scenario, there are different tactics of how to enter and exit the position, which I will explain sometime later, as if I explain this in this video, it will be a bit longer video, which I don't want. So our planning is ready for Prete, how we will wait and take the positions. Similarly, you have to make a proper planning. Where is your entry? Where is your exit? Where is your stop loss? How much is the quantity? All this should be planned in advance before you take the entry. Do not make a mistake of just taking your entries blindly. In this scenario, you are just gambling. If at all it goes in your favor, yes, you may make the profit. But if it comes down aggressively, your capital will be blocked. You will make big losses. So always take your positions with a proper planning. Sit on your screens at least one day before. Analyze your charts. Do the planning. Mark your zones where you are planning to enter and exit. You should be knowing everything in advance. Hit the like button if today's video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Keep stalking.